Hey guys, welcome back to the channel GBoss DE. I'm GBoss, you guys are DE Deutschland. Shout out to you Germans who are watching this video. Thank you for watching first of all. We're going to be checking out a video from Feli from Germany. Shout out to Feli, she's a cool person and she's actually a German living in America, which is awesome. So this video is titled Germans Pee Differently Than Americans. Random Differences Part 1. Okay, Random Differences Part 1. I hope we get a Part 2. I don't even know when this video was released, but it should be a great video. So we're going to be checking this out and finding out how the Germans pee differently from Americans. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe as usual. And yeah, let's get right into the video, guys.
Countries are different, cultures are different, but when it comes to basic needs like using the toilet, we're all the same, right? Wrong. Hello, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but have been living here in Cincinnati, Ohio, off and on since 2016. And on my channel, I talk about differences between the US and Germany. So if you followed my channel for a while, you know that my videos are usually a little longer and pretty in-depth. Sometimes they just cover a single topic, and sometimes they're lists. But for a while now, I've had this note on my phone with a bunch of, I kind of call them random differences between the two countries that I couldn't really fit into a broader topic or into a list, and that at first sight also don't really seem to have a reasonable explanation as to why that's different in Germany and the US. So I've decided to make a little series out of this with videos that are a little shorter than usually and that are each dedicated to one of those topics. So today is the first one about peeing. We'll get to that in a second. And in the next few days, I'll be releasing one video, one topic every other day. So if you're not a subscriber yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel for free.
That's right.
Then activate the bell and also activate the notifications in your YouTube settings. And that way you won't have to worry about missing any of my new videos. The topics of the series will include the mystery of jawlines, ice cream, oil changes on cars, how Americans and Germans handle having a cat, cookies and pastries, and also male circumcision. So yeah, I think Random Differences is a good title for the series. It's indeed a very random list, and it includes a few juicy topics. And of course, after this little series, you'll get the usual long, in-depth videos again. But just because these are shorter videos also doesn't mean that I won't give you any background information. Of course, it's still me. So with that, let's get started. So what do I mean when I say Germans pee differently than Americans? Well, I actually just found out about this a couple of months ago when some friends and I were hanging out at the place of a German couple I'm friends with here in Cincinnati, and they have a sign in their bathroom that says, "Please take a seat," which to me as a German seemed totally normal. I didn't even really notice it. But then one of my American friends pointed out how German that is, and that's when I first learned that men in the US do not sit down when they pee. And yes, you heard right. This means that in Germany, it's pretty normal for men.
Wait, hold on. So you're trying to tell me that Feli did not... So you're trying to tell me that a lot of Germans probably think that what they're doing is like international. Like everybody do it. Like, from my humble opinion, I did not assume that, you know, all men stand and pee. I assume it was... majority, right? But that's insanity. This tells you that this is a big thing in Germany and not just a, oh, you're a punk if you do it type stuff.
To sit down to pee.
Hey, ich warn dich, wenn du vorhast, hier aufs Klo zu gehen, dann setz dich bloß hin.
Now, there's more to the story, of course. Not every German man does this, and I'm sure there are some men in the US who do, but as a woman who doesn't really think about this topic ever, I was really surprised to find out that there was a cultural difference here. So I did some research and found out that in Germany, this is in fact a more recent development. So sitting down to pee for men has become more and more common over the past few decades. And obviously, I'm not a guy, but I do remember that even in kindergarten, back in the 90s, the boys were taught that they're supposed to pee sitting down because that was considered like good manners, while standing urination was, yeah, almost like the rebellious way. Of course, those were
That's crazy. Boy, what? Nah, bro. Good manners. Nah, bro. No. Listen, I don't care how you want to pee. That's just how I like. But good manners, for crying out loud, bro. It's just peeing. That's like saying when you use the bathroom, if you wash your hands twice, that's good manners. But if you wash it once, you're bad. Like, no. Y'all let me know. I listen, when it comes to peeing, I would never frown upon someone who sits and pee. Neither will I frown upon someone who stands and pee, which is what I do. However, we all do the supposed number 2 in the bathroom, right? And technically, if you know anything about your body, there's a thing called pelvic floor muscle, and it controls, you know, some of these activities in a sense, right? And technically, we all pee sitting down, every single one of us, right? If we've ever taken a number, you know what. So I'm not going to frown upon anybody who sits and pees. Just in my humble opinion, listen, I'm not a person who goes off of comfort to judge right or wrong. I'm more of a person who's going to be like, yo, bro, do what makes you happy, because you got one life to live. And if there's no right or wrong to it, it's like stealing, right? It's like stealing. If something is wrong, you know it's wrong, right? But if it's not wrong, it means that you don't have to choose a side. It's like having a car. You don't need to get a white car or a black car or a red car, because none of it is right and none of it is wrong. Just get a car that you like, if that makes sense. So that's how I think about it when it comes to peeing, right? I just don't understand why people, you know, would, you know, force people. No.
And I'm sure American daycares don't want little boys to pee all over the place either when they're standing. But even later, when growing up, you would see those signs in public bathrooms or at people's places to tell men to sit down. So it's definitely a thing in Germany, and if a man does sit down to pee, it's associated with good manners and showing respect. Does that mean German men never pee standing up?
Nah.
No, absolutely not. Obviously, standing is just way more convenient in a lot of situations, and a lot of men just prefer that over sitting down. And yes, of course, you will find urinals in public bathrooms in Germany, just like you do in the US. Now, when it comes to numbers though, I did find a statistic, and this actually surprised me, because it said that only 50% of German men prefer standing urination. I would have expected it to be the majority, to be honest, and about 67% even said that they always sit down when they're at home. And the topic even made it into the worldwide news in 2015 when a German landlord in Düsseldorf demanded a payment of about 2,000 euros from her tenant because he had allegedly damaged the marble floor with urine because of his peeing habits. The court ruled in favor of the tenant though and said that he was indeed allowed to pee standing up because it's still a common practice. Now, from what I found out, this whole debate about standing versus sitting started in the 1970s and 80s in Germany.
But what do you guys think? Like, for the men, do you think it is more comfortable standing or sitting? Because when it comes to comfort, like, if I'm honest, like, neither of them is uncomfortable. I think the only issue with standing and peeing is that a lot of men just don't know how to not pee everywhere. Get what I'm saying? But when it comes to comfort, I don't really think there is much to it. I don't think so. But probably more people would lean to sitting. Like, what is not more comfortable sitting? Like, imagine I'm making a reaction video and I'm standing making that reaction video. You know what I mean? It's not going to kill me, but I'd lean to sitting being more comfortable. Like, personally for me, I prefer to stand peeing. Like, it's just, we out. Not the excessive, all that type stuff, right? But if it was supposed to be comfort, I'd imagine that sitting would be more comfortable. That's what I think. But y'all can let me know what y'all think.
women's movement in West Germany, to be precise. And that's when you'd start seeing these stickers on toilet seats everywhere. And as fitting started in the 1970s and 80s in Germany during the women's movement in West Germany, to be precise. And that's when you'd start seeing these stickers on toilet seats everywhere. And as I said, since then, sitting down to pee for men has become more and more common in Germany and in other European countries as well. But apparently this wasn't and isn't really a thing in the US. And
No.
I have to say, logically, this doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense. Standing urination is just as messy in the two cultures, and if about 50% of German men actually prefer to pee sitting down, then why don't American men do it? Or maybe my American friends were wrong when they told me that it wasn't really a thing in the US.
No,
I have to
they're
say it's a
not
little
wrong.
mysterious to me, so please
They're not
help me
wrong.
out and let me know about your experiences in the comments
All right,
below.
check me
If
out.
you're American, has this topic ever even come?
Check me out. Check me out. I personally believe she gave the exact reason, women's movement. From a woman's perspective, right? I think it's very annoying to be around a man who don't know how to pee. There is one thing that I've always learned with peeing, right? Lift the other seat. So you got one cover that is fully there, and you got a little round one where you sit on, right? And a circle one with a hole in it, whatever, however you want to say it, right? And you were always told to lift that, right? So you don't get the seat wet or dirty or whatever. However, I think women's movement, perfect example, women would likely want men to sit because they don't see anything wrong with it. It's not, I don't think they're trying to make demasculine or whatever the heck the man. I think they just have a bloody issue with men just straight up peeing on the seats and not caring. And a lot of men pee on the seats and they don't care. They just straight up don't care. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not trying to flex, but I don't pee seats, and I'm humbly saying this. I don't have to lift the second seat. I can literally pee in a toilet and not wet anything at all because I just know how to bloody pee. I don't know. It's not that hard, you know, like the whole point is to avoid messing the seat up, right? So it's not that difficult. And if you mess it up, wipe it up. Get what I'm saying? But I think a lot of men are very inconsiderate when it comes to bathroom, right? I've seen it myself. Very embarrassing. Been around men and I'm like, damn, boy, like, bro, if you had a girl, she'd have been hate you, right? Because dudes be just peeing on a toilet seat. I remember I didn't seen a dude pee entirely. I didn't see him do it, but I saw the pee all over the toilet seat. I'm like, bro, what the heck, bro? Like, you telling me that you seen that and you ain't even did nothing about it? Type stuff. So I definitely think that majority of women across the board would rather to see their men sit and pee. Because like I said, there's not much to it, sitting and peeing. I personally will always stand and pee, right? Because it's just who I am, right? There's not really a preference. It's just what I'm used to, and ain't nothing wrong with it, right? However, I'm kind of exempt in my humble opinion, because if I stand and pee, you would never know, because you wouldn't hear it and you wouldn't see it and you wouldn't know because practice makes perfect. But either ways, y'all can let me know what y'all feel about the topic. I think if men want to sit and pee, go ahead, do it. And you know, if women feel that type of way, I definitely understand. Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below for sure though. And yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.